So there's little Eva. Hello, little Eva. Little Eva, you could come out. You could come out now.
Stella, Splash, Simba, Hydrox, Ditto, and Boo. The Lucky Ferals.
Good morning, Stella. Stella just got a whole bunch of pets. It's 7:30 a.m. It is 38 degrees out, so I'm going to put a plate of food out for Ziggy. I looked at the security cameras. She was walking around 5:30 a.m. So I'm going to put out some homemade raw food with warm water mixed in and a few crunchies sprinkled on top. It is really cold out, so I put the plate of food underneath the feeding table. Hopefully she'll show up and eat it. It's 8:20 a.m. Some of the food on the plate has been eaten. I just looked at my security camera footage, so let me tell you what I saw. So around 7:47 a.m., the big white cat walked up to the plate and started eating some food. About a minute later, I saw Ziggy walking along the side of the house toward the patio. Then a minute after that, the big white cat turned around and kind of looked at Ziggy, walked away from the food. Ziggy walked up to the food, and then she spent a few minutes eating before she walked away. So I'm glad Ziggy's getting the food. I don't want that white cat hanging around here, especially when I'm trying to trap Ziggy, because I don't need them getting in a territorial fight where the white cat is going to claim the patio or try to claim the patio. So the white cat is on the radar of my neighbors down the street who also trap cats. And that's the next one that they want to get. They want to get the white one. They haven't had any success with it yet. I don't know if it goes all the way to their end of the street or they have just said that they've noticed it. I mean, it's a very striking cat. It's definitely a cat that you notice. It's not like it blends into a background or at night it's not visible. So black cats can be very difficult to see at night. Even tuxedo cats can be difficult to see at night because they blend into the shadows. And even during the day, tabby cats blend into like the foliage or the dirt and stuff like that. If you're walking near the woods and you see a tabby cat, a lot of times they'll blend into the surroundings. So white cats, all white cats, they don't blend. It's 8:54 a.m. Boo has given himself a new job. He's now the guard of the door. He's guarding his room. He's making sure the kittens are not wrecking it. And if he doesn't like what's going on the other side of the door, then he hisses at them. He wants to make sure they know he's the boss. He's the king. King Boo. Right, Boo? Boo is the king. He's like a lion. He's the king lion. Right? Boo's the lion king. Boo's the king panther. Panther King Boo. Panther King Boo. Boo, you want to see the cats? See any cats? See cats? There's Sammy. You see cats? Okay. Good boy, Boo. 9:21, and I noticed that there's more food eaten off of the plate. Just checked the security camera and Ziggy came back a few minutes ago and she ate some more food, so that's good. I need to keep her close by, I need to keep her on a schedule, and I need to keep her eating. It is 9:55 a.m. Let's see what's going on in this room. Hello, good morning. Good morning. How is everybody? So around 4 o'clock in the morning, I heard someone, and it was Nancy, on top of this cat tower playing with the fern that was up there. So I had to empty that shelf in the middle of the night just because I didn't want things falling. Here's Sammy and Richard. Hey guys. So I had another fecal test done yesterday. When I brought Eva to the vet, I brought in a stool sample. I don't know who it belonged to. So Sammy had a stool sample and hers was negative. And the stool sample that I brought in yesterday was positive. So I figured, you know, at least one of these cats is going to be positive. So they were going to prescribed the Strongid, the parental palmoate solution, which is what all the other cats have had. That time Boo had roundworms. All the other cats had that. And then when Ditto was diagnosed with roundworms, that is what the vet gave me. But thankfully, I bought a bottle of it online. So I have a whole bottle of it. And the person who called me from the vet's office was able to give me the amount needed. So she said it's 2 milliliters for like a 7 or 8 pound cat. And these cats all weighed 7 or 8 pounds. So she said I could dose them now and then another 2 weeks. Hey, hey, hey. So what we saw is something that has started recently with Sammy and the other cats. There's been more wrestling happening. I heard like strange noises overnight and I was like, what is going on? And yeah, they must be starting to feel better because they're starting to wrestle with each other. And don't forget, Sammy was the first one. So Sammy has been in this room for 20 days, almost exactly 3 weeks now. So she's definitely starting to feel better, going through her recovery. Meanwhile, the other cats have not been, you know, that far in their recovery yet. So I just have to make sure that she's not wrestling with the wrong people. What I'm gonna have to do today for breakfast is feed them individually with a dose in each meal and make sure no one is eating anyone else's plate. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna do that, especially with Richard and Sammy who like to steal other people's foods. Anyway, I'm wearing gloves right now because I need to scoop the litter boxes. There is litter all over the place and it's just a giant mess. So I need to make sure that I keep this clean and I need to make sure that there's no cross-contamination with like the other litter boxes in the house or the other cats or anything. So I'm glad I got the test results, but I was the one who had to be like, okay, well, I want another fecal test done. And they were even questioning me about that. They're like, well, the last test came back negative. And I was like, yeah, but now there's 5 other cats in the room. They're all sharing litter boxes. So I need to make sure everyone is negative. So, yep, we were gonna deworm these cats. Meanwhile, let's check on little Eva. Here she is. How you doing? How you doing, little Eva? So she was very good all night. No howling, nothing like that. She was pretty quiet. I hope you're okay. So she ate all her food and she tore up one of the training pads. She probably used the litter box. Maybe that's why. I don't know. I'm going to clean that out. Today is the day for her to come out of this trap. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm not going to let her out until she eats a meal with the dewormer in it, and then I'll let her out. So that's at least one cat that I will know, okay, they got the right dose. Richard, you can't eat everyone's food today, okay? You can only eat your own food, okay? Got it? Only your own. I just called the vet back to verify the dosage and the strength. So this is the parental palmoate suspension. It's 50 milligrams per milliliter. And that's what they prescribed, and they prescribed 2 milliliters per cat. So what I have here is a little bit of breakfast. This is homemade raw food with some warmed up broth mixed in. I'm only giving them a little bit. This is a little bit more than 1 ounce of food because I want them to eat it. I want them to lick the bowl clean, and then I'll know they had the full dose. They could get more food after that, but I just want to make sure I get the whole dose into them. So I have this little baby food jar and I poured some of the medicine into this. And then here's my syringe. I'm just going to take it up into the syringe, mix it into the food, and then serve it to them. So I just squirt it into the food and then I'm going to mix it in. Usually the cats have no problem eating this. And if they do, then I'll just put something stinkier on it, maybe mix in some tuna or something. So I decided to put a little bit of freeze-dried chicken topper on each one, just to give it a bit more of a meaty aroma. So hopefully they'll go for this. I gotta keep track of who's eating what. So they're all getting breakfast in bed. There's Sammy, there's Goldie, Richard's over here, there's Nancy. They're all eating except for Ringo. Ringo, you gotta eat your food, okay? Eat it. There he goes. Richard ate all of his food, so I just gave him some dry food. Eat the dry food, Richard. Don't even think about stealing anyone else's food, okay? I gotta go on the offensive with him. Don't even think about going near the thing. Eat the dry. So Sammy's eating. Goldie's eating. Ringo's eating. Did you finish? Nancy, did you finish? Yeah, she finished her bowl. Good. Hey, Goldie. Goldie, did you finish? Let Ringo finish. Goldie. Hey, get out of there. Let him finish. Here, eat this. I had to give Goldie some dry food also to keep her away. Hey, get out of there. Get out of there. Ringo needs to finish his food, and hey. Rick. Goldie. Sammy ate all of her food. Goldie ate all of her food. Nancy ate all of her food. Richard ate all of his food. I just got to get Ringo to finish everything in the bowl. What I was going to say is I waited extra long to feed them breakfast today, and it's a good thing because they're really hungry. And I gave them a small amount of food so they would eat it all. Let's check his bowl. So this is what Ringo has left. He ate the majority of what was in there. So I put some dry food in his bowl, and he moved over here. Hopefully what he'll do is eat the dry food and every bit of remaining food in the bowl. I mean, even if he doesn't, he got like 90% of the dose, which should be fine. So Ringo just came out from under the day sofa. I moved his bowl over near him. I just have to make sure no one else is going to steal it like Sammy. So overall, I would say this was a success. Don't hit him, Sammy. Come on. They all devoured their meal except for Richard, but he ate the majority of it, so I think he got most of the dose, which is okay. Now I'm going to bring in some food for Eva with the medication in it, and once she eats that, then she can come out of the trap, and then I'll give everyone else some more breakfast. So I just brought in some more food for the cats. They're each going to get another 2 ounces of the homemade raw food. So this will be a really big meal for them. They already had an ounce of food with their medicine, and now another 2 ounces now. So, okay, Richard, I'll give you one here. There you go. So there's Ringo. He's in the corner. There's his food. There's Goldie. She's eating breakfast in bed. There's Nancy. She has breakfast in bed. And there's Sammy with breakfast in bed. And here's Richard. He already finished his. Look at this, guys. Eva ate her food. She ate all of her food. That's awesome. So I'm going to put another bowl of food together for her, and then now she could come out. Look at this. So Sammy loves dried sardines. I was trying to distract Richard from eating everyone else's food, and I had a bag of dried sardines in here, but they're not like the whole pieces anymore. It's just the bottom of the bag, so it's just like small pieces and crumbles. So I put some in the bowl for him. He didn't want to eat it, but look, Sammy's eating it. And then in the other bowl, I put some Temptations. It looks like he ate those. So this is some food that I put together for Eva. It's the last of the raw food that I have defrosted, along with part of a small can of cat food. It's like a seafood dinner. So I am going to take the connector piece off and let her have her freedom. I'll do what I did for Ringo. I'll just separate them a little, put the food in the middle. We'll see if she comes out and eats that. So there it is. I took out the connector piece, separated the cages a little bit, and I put the food in the middle. I also put a security camera there just to record her movement. Maybe she's afraid of the camera. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe she's afraid of coming out. Maybe she won't come out until I leave the room. I don't know. So right now it's probably almost 11 a.m. I slept in a little bit today, knowing that I wanted to open this cage, and usually when I do that I feed them a later breakfast. So it's really good that I did have them on the schedule for a later breakfast, because I was able to get the medicine into them. If I had fed them earlier before the vet called, I would not have given them the medicine yet, so they would have gotten the medicine with their evening meal. So that worked out well. Today there is an event going on by one of the local rescue groups, and I would like to go and check it out and just be a fly on the wall and just kind of like observe, okay, well, what's going on within this organization and like what's the situation here. And that's one of the nice things about being anonymous with this channel. So whenever I contact any of the rescues or the vets or anything, I don't say who I am. I don't say I have a YouTube channel. I don't say anything about that. I'm just a regular person. I don't want to be treated any differently. I don't want people to give me like, you know, any favors, any special treatment, because, you know, I want to know what's really going on out there. And what often happens is the minute someone finds out, oh, you have a YouTube channel, or you have an Instagram with a bunch of followers, or you have a TikTok, and I'm not saying I have all those, you know, basically I just have the YouTube. But a lot of times people will treat you differently. So I don't want that, and that's why I prefer to do things anonymously. And that's why I just, whenever I'm dealing with anything locally here, I just want to be as anonymous as I could be with everything. Obviously, it's for the safety of the cats also, and it's really just to find out, well, what's really going on? How is the situation for an average person? So, you know, if I'm just a regular person that has a bunch of kittens showing up in my yard, what kind of situation am I going to be dealing with? And I have a really good idea of that now, and it's not good. Especially around here. I mean, maybe it's better in other areas of the country. I'm sure people have different experiences in different areas, but for the area I'm in, it's a really bad situation right now. Animal control still has not called me back. I mean, it's been over a month since I've been on their waiting list. No movement there. And as far as the rescues go, other than those 2 tickets, I mean, 7 cats and I could have 2 tickets. Other than that, it's just been a really horrible situation. And for someone who has not trapped cats before, or who has not really dealt with cats before, or had, you know, the experiences that I've had in the past, especially, you know, while documenting everything for this channel, I can imagine how much worse it would be for someone like that who, you know, is facing a bunch of cats and, you know, having to start from square one. So Richard is now in the cubbyhole behind the water. He has all these beautiful beds, but he's going to go in that one that I'm using for storage to sit with the stuff that I'm storing. So I just wanted to document that in case anyone was wondering. I am not making any reference to this YouTube channel. I'm not making any reference to any of my other cats or anything. I'm just contacting these organizations like a regular average person dealing with this situation that I've been dealing with. So I hope that provides some clarity if anyone's been wondering about that. What is going on here? You know, Richard, you're lucky that box is strong enough to hold you. You're lucky you're still small and that's strong enough to hold you. Because if you weren't, you'd have problems right now. So there's little Eva. Hello, little Eva. Little Eva, you could come out. You could come out now. You want to come out? Come on out. So there's Nancy. She's hanging out in the corner. What I'm thinking is maybe I should put a little cat bed in that corner because they do tend to like to hang out there. Also, if they fall off the shelf, which they do, then they land on a little cat bed. But right now she's really, really happy laying on the stuff that's in the corner, so I'll just let her be happy. This is the shelf. There's cat paw prints all over it. And here's Richard. Hello, Richard. Hello, Richard. Can I have a pet? Have a pet? I pet you? You pet? You like pets. You like pets. He loves pets once you get started. He's just a little shy in the beginning. Oh no? You don't want any pets now? Okay. You're in a mood? Okay. Now, we have to remember that the dewormer medication can have some side effects. Hopefully nothing very serious, but it can cause some digestive disturbances in the cats. I just opened the window about an inch so they can smell the air. So I'm going to leave the room and we'll see if Eva comes out. I just collected all of the breakfast bowls. They are all completely empty. Nancy. Nancy. Hey, Nancy. Hey, Nancy. You're a pretty girl. She's looking at Richard. It's 12 p.m. Here's Splash. Here's Boo. Hello, Boo. Here's Stella. Hello, Queen Stella. And here's Simba. He's taking a nap in this cat carrier. They really like this cat carrier, but to be honest, I don't trust it with bringing them out of the house in it because it has the mesh sides and these cats have claws. Let's see what's going on in here. Look at Richard. He thinks that's a bed. You happy in there, Richard? Where's Eva? Eva's not in the trap anymore. Who is this? Is this little Eva? Eva, is that you or is that Ringo? I can't tell. Is that you, little Eva? What's going on over here? Who's over here? Actually, I think that's Ringo. Ringo's in the corner. There's Nancy. So we have Ringo, Nancy. There's little Eva. And here we have Sammy and Goldie. Hello, everybody. I was going to put the runner and the grass mat back up, but Richard has decided he needs to lay on it. So, everyone's calm. Everyone's resting. There are 5 cats under this day sofa. So, they had a late breakfast. That's good. So, I'm now going to go out for a while, enjoy my day a little bit, and I'll be back probably in a few hours. It's 2:11 p.m. I just got out of Stu Leonard's. I bought another rotisserie chicken for the cats. The last one is pretty much done, so I'll put it in a pot and make some more chicken broth with it, either later today or tomorrow. But today's the day after Eva's spay surgery, so the cats get fresh chicken. I should also mention that I went to the event for the rescue group, and based on what my experience was, I see like serious issues. I mean, if they're saying that this event and these events like the one that I went to are the main fundraisers for the organization, I could see why they have issues because, yeah, I think things were off. That's all I could say right now. I don't want to say too much, but I definitely think things were off based on what I saw. I was kind of surprised by some of the things that I saw, but maybe because I went late to it. So I'm going to go to the next one earlier. I'm going to put it on my calendar and try to get there earlier and see if it's a different experience. I don't want to totally judge it based on the experience that I had today. People were really nice. The people that I talked to, I didn't specifically ask to speak to anyone from the rescue organization, but the volunteers for the event were very nice. But I don't want to just judge it based on that one visit. Hello, Goldie. There's Sammy. Hey, Sammy. I'm coming in to say hello and see how everyone's doing. You doing okay? Hey, Goldie. Oh, she's going to go use the litter. So, oh, Sammy's rubbing up against me. Hello, Sammy. You okay? She's so funny. You're silly, Sammy. Okay. Give you pets. She's still getting used to getting pets. So what I need to do is clean up the trap. I'm going to take the trap out. And I want to put it outside. It's a practice day for Ziggy. And I got to clean up this area and get it ready for, Ziggy to come inside in a trap. I'd like to clean off the top of the shelves and the window, and I want to see if I have some of the mats that you put under rugs so they don't slide around. I'm going to see if I can put that on the runner on top of the shelf. Hello. Hello. You feel okay? I hope they're feeling okay after they got their dewormer today. Even though Sammy didn't have worms. But potentially they all do, other than her, so who knows. Okay. You're a nice girl, Sammy. You're a nice girl, Sammy. Okay, you show me your belly. I see your belly. I see your belly. Your belly looks good. Your belly looks good. So I gave them this toy at 4 o'clock in the morning because I thought that they were really active, because usually that would be like hunting time for them. So I put this in here. They were playing with it, and that was on at the same time. So I thought, let me just distract them, and it worked for a while. So let's check on everyone else. So here's Goldie. Someone's back there laying on the floor. I can't tell if it's Richard or Ringo. They look alike. I think that's Nancy over there. Oh, and there's another cat back there. That might be Eva. So like behind Goldie, but next to Richard. I think that's Richard. That looks like Ringo. He's like upside down. See him? So I guess that's Ringo. And then that would be Eva, unless she moved. Yeah. There, that's Eva moving around. She's probably scared. So Eva and Ringo, maybe they're back together again, buddies. And Richard. Well, at least they're really comfortable under the day sofa, I have to say that. Right, Eva? Hello, little Eva. You're so pretty. You're so pretty, little Eva. She's looking at the toy. Look at Sammy. So this is what's going on in the trap. There's the litter, and you could see that the training pad has just been shredded up, which is fine. So the food was completely eaten. That's very good. There's still water. I'm going to take that out and wash that and take this all outside, clean it up. So it's 4:20 p.m. I just set up the trap. It's practice day, so here's rotisserie chicken. This is from the old chicken, not today's new chicken. There's like a trail of it, and then here is some salmon cat food with some chicken on it. So hopefully Ziggy will come by and eat this and not the white cat. So we'll see what happens. I do have the security camera on it. It's 5 p.m. and Ziggy's outside. She didn't go in the trap. She walked right past it. So at least she's around. She knows it's there. She knows there's food in it. If she wants to eat, she can come back and go in the trap. It's not set. It's just practice day. Okay, so let me tell you what happened. I just went outside to close up the greenhouse for the day. And I looked through my fence because they're doing some kind of construction on the house next door. And they have like a big tarp up, and it's like only half closing, like an open area. And I was thinking to myself, man, I hope Ziggy doesn't go in there. And then I look, and she's in the yard. She's like only a few feet away from the fence. So I tapped on the fence, and I was like, Ziggy, go eat your food. I was like, I put food out for you, go eat it. And the next thing I know, I'm walking across the patio, and she's walking toward the food. So that's where she is now. And what I did was I put another plate near the opening of the trap where she is now, and I put a bunch of crunchies on it. So there's crunchies on a plate near the trap opening. There's a trail of chicken leading to the back of the trap. Then there's chicken and food in the back of the trap. And look, she's walking away from it again. Hopefully she'll go back in. I'm just gonna leave her alone. I did take out the feather toy from the garage, but she didn't want to play with it. She got scared of it. So, okay, she's gonna drink some water. Maybe she'll drink some water and then come back. The camera's on it, so I'll know if she goes in or not. The camera's been good at detecting that. So I'm gonna go give the kittens fresh water. Then I want to give them another meal, and then I'll feed the other cats. It's 5:25 p.m. I'm here with 2 platters of food and a bowl for little Eva in case she doesn't want to come out. You know, she's fresh out of the trap, so she might be nervous. So they're having some wellness chicken pate with some of the fresh rotisserie chicken on it and then a few crunchies. So I washed the top of the shelf. I wiped it down, cleaned it off, and then I found this, it's like a runner non-slip mat. It's a little bit too long. At first I was going to cut it, but then I was like, you know, I'm just going to leave it like this. Let's see if it works, if it keeps everything from sliding off. It might not. The reason why I'm not using it under my rug is because it didn't really work. So let's see if it works up here. Both of the litter boxes have been scooped out, and I put some more litter in them, topped them up. I cleaned out the water dispenser, refilled it. I put down new towels, new training pads. Everything is pretty much ready to go. There's Sammy. She probably smells the food. Oh, she's rubbing up against me. Hello, Sammy. You want a pet? Nice girl. Nice girl, Sammy. You're a nice girl. Is Richard gonna come out? Who's gonna come out to eat? Anyone gonna come out to eat? I gotta figure out where Eva is so I could give her her bowl. She gets princess treatment today. Where's little Eva? Little Eva gets princess treatment, okay? Who's where? I can't see, it's getting dark. Little Eva's right there. There's Ringo. I don't know if this is focusing. There's Goldie. Nancy just walked to the edge, so... Oh, look at this. There's Richard. See Richard? There's Richard. Richard, come out. Come out, Richard, because I know he would eat. Whatever I put in there for Goldie, he's going to eat. It ends up that Richard and little Eva might be a couple. They were laying right next to each other. I'm going to give you some food, little Eva, okay? It's your celebration dinner. It's your celebration dinner. You gonna go over there? You scared? You stay right there. I just gave her a bowl of food, and I put both of the platters down. So Goldie's eating the food from the bowl underneath the day sofa. I think Eva moved over there. There's Nancy. She's gonna come out. I'm gonna leave the room. They'll probably go and eat. There's a camera here, so hopefully it'll pick up what they're doing. And Richard used a litter box. Nancy's using a litter box, and yeah, so far I have not seen any worms in the litter box. Sometimes you'll see that. I haven't seen it yet, so I'll keep an eye out for it though. So anyway, I'll leave. Hopefully they'll come out and eat. I did raise all the towels so they can see that the food's there. So they came out to eat once I left. And I'll check back in in a little while just to see if they finished everything on the platter. If they did, I'll put some more food out. But so far, these platters are working out pretty good. Maybe Nancy's not feeling good from the deworming medication. I mean, that's definitely Sammy, definitely Richard, definitely Nancy. Oh, there's Goldie. So that's Goldie. She just came out. So that's Eva. There we go. Ringo, Eva, Richard, Sammy, Nancy, Goldie. Oh, I'm glad she's eating. Okay, good. Good, everyone's accounted for. Except Nancy needs to eat something. Meanwhile, Boo is the taste tester. He has to make sure all of the chicken meets his standards before I could give it to the kittens. When I make roast turkey, he has to make sure that he tastes it first. And anytime there's a new rotisserie in the house, he has to get the first bite. Right, Boo? And he also likes to get a taste of any canned food that I'm going to give to the kittens. So, like for Ziggy, I opened up a can of salmon pate. He had to make sure that he had a taste of it. Right, Boo? Yeah. He wants to make sure that, you know, they're getting good food. Okay, so what I'm realizing is that maybe Ziggy is not a fan of chicken. So not every cat likes chicken, and some like fish better, or maybe turkey better, or, you know, who knows what. So maybe she doesn't respond to chicken. So I think I'm gonna look in my storage cabinet downstairs, see if I have some sardines, like a regular can of sardines. Maybe I could put some pieces of sardines in there tomorrow and see if she responds to that. Look at this. Both of the platters are clean. There's a few crunchies on there, so I'll leave them here. There's Richard and Sammy. Go tell Ziggy to eat her food. So here are all the plates. There's just a few bites left on each plate, so I'm just gonna leave these here, and then I'll come back later and give them some more food. So I still want to put all of these towels in the laundry, and I just looked downstairs, and yeah, I don't have like extra towels. When Ditto was here, I had lots of towels, but what happened was they were so stained because, you know, he had that issue where he was bleeding and everything, that I ended up just throwing them out after he passed away. I was like, I'm just gonna get rid of these. So some of the towels, like the green one and the blue one, those are from Christmas Tree Shop because they had pretty inexpensive towels there. Then the white ones were from Costco. There's like a Costco business center around here, and it was like a whole bunch of towels for like $25 or something like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So like right now I have 5 towels on this day sofa. What I might do is take a ride to the Christmas tree shops and see if they have towels right now, and maybe buy some extra towels. So that way I could put these in the laundry and then put fresh towels on here. I don't want to use my good towels. So like I'm not using my good towels that I use in my bathrooms. I just want to use, you know, cat towels. So that's what I think I might do. Right now it's like 6:05 p.m. I might eat something first and then go out for a while, and then come back and deal with the cats. Thank you for watching this Lucky Ferals video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you'd like me to post more videos, and please make sure to check out these other videos that were selected especially for you.